are not daring to do something, you will not have anything. You have to take risks.
Hi everybody, welcome to today's interview, and today we have with us Mr. Jean Nasr. He's also the founder of Joie Jewelry, which is based in Singapore for the world. Hi Jean.
Hi Liz, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Very well, thank you for having me.
Thank you for agreeing to do this interview and for agreeing to share your insights
My
with
pleasure.
the rest of us. So as we get into it, we just want to know how you got into this business in the first place.
When I was a teenager, I was always fascinated by gemstones.
Yeah.
So I recall that I used to spend a lot of time looking at gems, not understanding what they are and all that. So that started, and then obviously the curiosity of wanting to know more about gemstones. And then of course being in a family related to Mawat, who are well renowned for their gemstones and their jewelry, that also created a platform that made things, I would say, a little bit easier for me. So when I went to the US to study gemology, and after that, I joined the Mawad group. And through the experience there, it started, of course, from at that time in Saudi Arabia, and then moving on to Europe and then to Asia. So through the process, I was able to travel a lot with my uncle, who was also my mentor, Robert Mawad, who is the third generation of Mawad group.
How do you think you have evolved as a person when it comes to running the business? Do you feel like you have had to become a different person or a more evolved version of yourself each time as you progress through your career?
I think in every business, you grow. You have to start from somewhere. So you lack knowledge, you lack experience, and you lack the exposure.
Yeah.
But as you progress, you learn to adapt. You learn better. Your foundation becomes stronger, and all these are ingredients to bring you to a different level.
Yeah.
To be a successful jeweler, you need to know how pieces are manufactured. You need to be capable of creating and designing pieces. You need to do sourcing. So all these things take experience. Even more complex, I would say, that even you go to Harvard, they give you business situations and how you learn from it, and what do you think and all that, all to widen and expand the horizon of your thoughts and line of thinking. In our business, there is no place on earth where you can learn what is the value of a gemstone. To know the actual cost of a stone and what price we should pay and where do we source it, this can only be done through experience.
And you gathered your experience by starting, was it in the factories? That's where you started, was it?
I started in the beginning getting myself familiarized with stones while in the factory learning not how to manufacture myself the piece of jewelry, being involved in every aspect of the casting, designing, preparing gold for workmanship, the craftsmanship, how to link pieces together, why do we use certain techniques and all that. And then of course, technology throughout the years from the 80s till now, you have laser, you have other techniques that we use that really brings our quality to a different level. At that time, we had our factory and our design department in France, so we were able to learn more about the techniques and all that. And then, of course, it grows as you become in charge of the factory, then you become in charge of the stones, or then you become a regional manager, after being a general manager for a while. And then all these, you start building on your experience. It kind of prepares you to be able one day to say, I'm gonna create my own. And this is where it brings you to a different level of thoughts.
Okay.
It requires much more than being able only to manage.
So in your 38 years and starting from the factory and then becoming regional manager and of course managing director of different outlets, what would you say are the proudest achievements you have?
My biggest achievement, I would say myself, is first on a personal level, is that I am able to continue doing what I love.
Okay.
I think this for me is the best achievement, and I'm very grateful that I have this opportunity.
Yes.
Because not many people will be able to make money out of something they love.
Yes.
So for me, I don't consider myself as someone who works. I play with stones. The other thing, of course, is being able to see that, when you work in a group, you are a very important link to the success of the group. So you need to make sure that you contribute towards that success. So that is an achievement. But if you ask me today, what is the peak that I feel as an achievement is obviously would be my new brand La Joie, which was, I would say, is the essence of all the experiences that are put together, and with all the efforts and all that, and to take a daring move to create my own brand while continuing the distribution and the participation.
Okay, so now let's get into La Joie then. Can we
Okay.
just talk about La Joie and like why you didn't decide to start your own brand, and like, how's it going, and what's the focus?
In the early 90s, Mawad Group existed in Bangkok at that time and wanted to expand. This is the time where myself and a cousin of mine started exploring Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore. And as we progressed, we established Mawad in Singapore, we established Mawad in Malaysia, and we traveled a lot. We did a lot of events. In the beginning, it was like on jewelry shows, and then it became offices, and then showrooms. So that allows us, in a way, to cater a little bit for a different market in Asia. So as you know, in every market, there are different trends, different preferences.
Yeah.
Through that exposure, I have realized that there is a demand for certain stones in different parts of Asia that may not necessarily be as much in demand in different parts of the world. There is a demand for very beautiful, rare gems. People they have diamonds.
Yeah.
So now even the new generation is really moving a little bit away from diamonds. Within the customer base that I have, specifically in Singapore, where customers come to me and say, we want you to do something special for me. And that is where I think it gave me the platform to really pursue something that is a little bit different. When you are producing for different markets, you cannot only think of what you personally like, but you have to learn how to make a product that is appealing to different parts of the world. I studied this with my daughter, Jessica, who works with me. She helms the La Joie with me as well. We wanted to make sure that we do something a little bit different. We wanted to carve a niche for ourselves. We wanted to manufacture pieces that are always of the highest quality, always using the best color stones. They don't have to be the most expensive stones, but they have to be of a very high quality.
I've seen you in action, and you are a remarkable salesperson. How did you hone these skills?
It's my passion, helps the customer to see the differences between one thing and another. And I'm basically a co-creator of being able to put this gem in a piece of jewelry, to be able to do something and co-create with Mother Earth for a person to enjoy for a long time and really, or pass it on. A gem chooses you rather than the other way around. I like to educate our customers because of my firm belief that when I work with someone who understands what I'm talking about, question mark of trust, the question mark of, am I making the right decision or not? So it's always easier to work with someone who understands what makes a diamond better than the other. And give you all the options. There is no bad and good diamond. There is a better diamond for the budget you have. You could think of something that you want, and you think you can get it for $5,000, but what you really want is $100,000. So I have to bring you to reality and help you see what you really want, and at the budget that you can afford. Plus, also there is the pleasure that when I involve my customer with me in creating something, it becomes a part of you. So I created something special for you. You feel good, especially, for example, let's say husband celebrating a 20th anniversary. I want my customer to understand because I want my customer to come back to me. You cannot buy by being a salesman.
That's true.
And you know that from your personal experience with us, but also I never stand behind the counter. It is something that I also passed to Jessica, my daughter, where we never stand behind the counter. We sit around the table. We give you the chance to ask all the questions. We get to know you. The biggest joy is that I know almost every customer in Singapore of our company.
So you were saying that La Joie is based in Singapore, but it's for the world. Are you saying that you would like to scale to have many outlets in the world, or you're just exporting?
The plan was creating La Joie for Singapore from Singapore. We are selling a lot of pieces in Malaysia because of the proximity and being able to showcase some of our pieces there.
Yep.
And that allowed us to continuously sell La Joie pieces there. I don't think Jessica and I are looking at the idea of having showrooms around the world or this, but rather have partners. And should there be the possibility of co-owning La Joie boutiques around the world, or even opening our own. It's very important for our friends who are watching and listening to us to understand that when you manufacture one piece of a kind, you're not going into mass quantities. So
Yeah.
you'll not be able to say, I made this design, I'm gonna produce 10, 20 pieces out of it. But when you have to juice out certain design out of you and create a one of a kind, to do that on a multiple time requires a lot of time and a lot of effort.
So I'm just thinking, like, because I've seen a lot of your pieces at the Mawat boutique, and it's always different. And what I appreciate most about it is that I don't know whether beautiful is the right word, because like if I compare with other jewelers that are looking for more mass market volume sales, right? Their designs are all quite similar. You know, they go by bulk, but your designs are very custom in that sense, right? So do you ever worry about whether it will be easy to scale in that sense when there's so much customization going on?
Yes and no. Today, it depends what you want. So other people that are going into mass production, it's because they look at the business from that perspective.
Yes.
Fortunately or unfortunately, whatever you want to call it, for me, this is not what I want.
Yeah.
Our philosophy is being able to create things that are passed on from generation to generation. My philosophy is when you go into a ballroom, you're the only one wearing this piece. I have to be realistic also, because to run it as a business, you need to produce enough to generate enough income to expand your business.
Yes.
What we need to do is we need to work harder. We need to associate ourselves with the right sourcing, so we get the best stones from around the world, with our design team, because I can have people that can also contribute. I shared with you earlier that Jessica is involved in it as well. Really surrounding yourself with the right people. I'd like to have hands-on on the design and the manufacture.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's my identity.
Yes.
It is something that people are asking you for, something that is part of you.
Yeah, exactly. So because you create the pieces yourself, and there's always a part of you, like there's your fingerprint on it, like there's something very characteristically you in the piece, as compared to the mass-produced ones, which are mass-produced and therefore not really. I don't find a lot of heart in that.
Right.
Yeah. So which is what I appreciate about your pieces.
Thank you.
Eventually, as the business grows and changes, and there are different people in the business, they will also have their own perspective of how to design things and put their signature on it. But do you ever worry about whether they are able to carry on the very essence of what La Joie is?
Again, when we talk about designing and then creating things, the way I see it now, and I would like to continue in this way, like I said earlier, it's very important for me that the customer I'm creating this piece for gets involved. I should be worried enough as a businessman in that part, where I need to create enough to sustain the business, but not forgetting what brought me here.
Yes.
What brought me here today is the success of all these values in the business that we are conducting, and the way we are conducting our business. Again, you need to surround yourself with the right people, and you can't do everything on your own. You need to be connected to the right supplies.
Yeah.
All these are important. I want to be known for the guy or the person or the company that produced special pieces with super beautiful rare gemstones and colored stones mostly. So something different. So it's really of what you want.
Yes.
In that sense. There's no right or wrong. It's all depend on the individual or the company's vision.
So where do you think you're gonna go from here, like from where your business is currently? What are your plans and next steps,
While we continue with our presence with Mawad in Singapore and in Asia, when it comes to La Joie, we develop many new lines. So a lot of shopping is being done online.
Yes.
And it's very important. And a lot of the youngsters, they prefer to do their shopping online. They are taking their time, they do their research, they do this, they ask things and all. So for us, it's important also that we cater for this. And Jessica is very eager to push this forward because that is something that she can relate to,
Yes,
obviously,
of course.
and we want to take it to a different level.
So where do you see your industry moving towards? What are your next steps for next trends?
The way in general the trends are, we are noticing that a lot of the jewelers are mixing colors, something that we started many years ago. There are different directions now, and there are the new generation wants more colors. They want more different shapes. They want more combination of things. If you want to do something different, you need to be daring. So you need to have your own, you need to set your own trend in a way. When you create individual pieces, you're not following a trend, but rather you are creating your own. And on a multiple level, because every piece can be a trend by itself.
Yes.
Obviously, you need to look at certain things that are commonly appreciated and all that. What my uncle used to tell me some time ago, and a number of occasions, the French sentence that says "Qui ne risque rien n'a rien." It means if you are not daring to do something, you will not have anything. You have to take risks. So that's the way I see our trend in that direction, while again, under the international umbrella of different brands and what people like.
Mine is a family business, and you work with your daughter Jessica,
Right.
right? And so, how do you manage that? I think that's something that is interesting about your business as well.
In my relationship with Jessica, I think love within the family. I think that is the most important thing, because with love, things can be tolerated. With love, you are able to accept certain things, but yet you need to understand that you can be my daughter at home. In my heart, you'll always be my daughter, but we need to think in a business. We're creating things, we're doing things. So obviously we don't agree on everything.
Yeah.
And respect and trust are very important. So I need to listen to her openly and not think that whatever I say is right. So there must be certain respect and trust. We look together as a team. There is no I, you, there is a team that is building things. So how this can be done based on love, trust, and I need to keep nurturing knowledge. And there is a golden rule for me. This is on a personal level, since we're sharing this with others. No discussion of any business at home. If we're having dinner, we don't talk about business. Go ahead.
So, in terms of wealth creation, what does that mean to you?
You see, the personal wealth is health for me. The fact that I am able to walk, talk, see, and use all my senses, enjoy many of the qualities in life. I think this is really for me is happiness, is wealth. Now, from a business perspective, of course, I personally would like to look at my business as the best investment I could have.
Yep.
Because I believe that if I know something, to a certain level, then obviously if I invest my money in it, I would think that it should be much lucrative. Having said that, you cannot have all your eggs in the same basket.
Yes.
So you diversify.
Yes.
So I've done other businesses on the side. I've done food business before, and when I sold it, make some money out of it. I did the leather business before, and then we sold it. So we created different things, but also you need to do certain investment. Well, I'm doing wholesale of gemstones, so we sell gemstones to jewelers.
Yes.
And that, of course, is a very important thing. So it's being able actually to create a balance. You don't want to take a risk on everything. You reach a certain level where you need to expand on certain things. For me personally, the most important thing is to invest in my own business, because it requires a big investment, obviously, to be able to move the business forward and to grow La Joie as a brand. Right?
Thank you so much for your sharing.
And I want to thank you for the opportunity that I was able to share